All right, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be going over my tool cart setup for 2024. Recently switching jobs, so had to acquire my own cart and combine all my tools, and I said, wow, the little 3-drawer cart wasn't quite enough. So went with the 5-drawer mechanics cart in the slate gray. I ordered the side panel for it, and they sent me two, so I was like, well, hey, I use it as a workbench all the time anyway, so that worked out for me. I just put this tool liner on top of them. This didn't come out real well, but I should probably spray adhesive. I don't know. We'll see how it works. It doesn't really hold up that well. I guess it saves it. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys use for the top, if anything. But I guess we'll start on the side. Just have some gloves and a torch and a bigger hammer in that side cart. I have my Milwaukee M12 Rover light with the flex head. Even with like a 1.0 battery, this thing will run almost all day long. So that's my favorite one by far. Plenty bright. Then down here I have I think it's I'm trying to remember what it's called. They're USB rechargeable battery. It's bright, but this thing lasts 5 minutes, it feels like. But it's super small, so like under hood or under the dash stuff I've used it for a lot. So it sticks around, it just doesn't last. Then we'll start in the top compartment here. Just have this magnet rail for screwdrivers or pliers when I'm working on stuff. The Harbor Freight mini picks, Husky mini picks, and then a Nico extension. Then on the left side, I have my flathead screwdrivers. I think they're all Huskies. I have some random Milwaukee one in there. Some drill bits. I have my standard metric shallow deep 1/4 inch. I don't remember what brand these are. Craftsman. 3/8 swivel sockets. I have some plastic lined lug nut sockets. I don't know. I got them for free. I guess it's so you don't scratch up the wheels. I don't know. You guys let me know. Some Duralast extractor sockets. Metric crow's feet. In the back, I have some axle nut sockets. It's just random ones I've acquired. 1/2 inch impact. Metric standard. Shallows, deeps. 3/8 chromies. Have my 1/2 inch flex head ratchet. I think it's like 24 inch. Then I have Husky 1/2 inch torque wrench. Craftsman pry bar. And then I don't remember what year it said when I put the model in, but super old Craftsman 3/4 drive ratchet. And like I said, I had to rebuild it because there was some giant bolt, I think it was on a loader I was trying to break loose. And instead of the nut moving, the whole gear split in half inside. I didn't take a picture of it, but they do still sell rebuild kits on eBay if you wanted to know. That was not a fun job. Anyway, then on this side, just some molding tape, air hammer bits, Phillips screwdrivers, tape measure, electrical tape. We'll do the plier drawer. These are my favorites. That comes in a kit, these Klein auto wire strippers. I've tried styles like this before, and this breaks, the little screw disappears. But it comes in a kit with these ratcheting crimpers, and boy, I would never go back to the Dyke style again. They're way more consistent, every time it's the same. Anyway, oil filter wrenches, pipe cutters. Don't ever buy these Pittsburgh because they're always in pieces, as you can see. I think I got these from O'Reilly's like 2 years ago, and they still hold up great. I would get those. Just some scrapers, pipe wrenches, little stuff. wire brush. Then on this side, I have my M12 high-speed ratchet. I used it a lot when I first got it, but I've just come to find it's kind of the worst of both worlds. I think it only rated for 40 foot-pounds of torque, so I find myself just going to a ratchet anyway. But if you're doing like a lot of repetitive work, it's nice. It's better than running down bolts with that. That's just what I found my use for it. Some punches, 144 tooth, 3/8. That thing is really nice for confined spaces. The gold icon 1/2 inch and 3/8, and the stubby. Here is a cool little set I got off an old timer. The Craftsman Gold Anniversary set. Some 3/8 sockets, and then some little wrenches in there too. I don't use them a lot, but they were cool. Then down here, I've got some extensions, universals, step bits, speed out, hex bits, jaw puller, my free multimeter. You know, I keep wanting to upgrade to, like, you know, the fancy flukes, but I'm like, I'm not doing a whole ton of Mercedes electrical work, so free is free, 12 volts is 12 volts. So some pocket screwdrivers, more little picks, digital caliper in there. And then over here, the wrench drawer, standard metric, little stubbies. Some of them are ratcheting, some of them aren't. Sometimes you can't fit a ratchet, but those will fit. So there's that. I've been trying some different organizers. Like, I think these are from Home Depot. They work pretty well. This was from Harbor Freight. I don't like them a ton. Let me know if you guys like those, like the toolbox widget ones I've seen, or what's your preferred method? Because I feel like I could fit a lot more in here. Anyway, and the bottom drawer is the, what would I call this? The terrible decisions drawer. I mean, I don't regret them, but the bank account probably does. Anyway, I just got their new 1/2 inch gun. I have been using the older style at work before. Put these head to head on a gooseneck trailer, and this thing beat it every time. And I don't even have a forge battery, because I know they say it gives you another 300 foot-pounds of torque or something insane. But that thing is worth every penny so far. Then down here, I've got Rapid Stop Grinder, M12 hacksaw, just their drill. This M12 right angle impact is my favorite tool ever. I think out of all of them, I think this is my favorite. I was really skeptical at first, but when I wasn't very impressed with this thing, this is more what I was looking for. 220 foot-pounds of torque. Pretty slim package for what it is. I like this for doing brake jobs, ripping off calipers, stuff like that. Fits perfectly because that doesn't quite fit. Yeah, so I would get this over this, really, but maybe that's just me. Anyway, the M12 hex driver. I mean, that speaks for itself. Best one on the market. M12 1/2 inch stubby. As you can tell, I may or may not beat this thing to death. But, I mean, I use that so much, I haven't felt the need for a mid-torque yet, because between this and that, I mean, what else do you want? Let's see, I have the Chief Long Barrel Air Hammer. This thing has a lot of guts behind it. I've used the Buddy's Snap-on one before, and I wouldn't say it's the same, but is it worth another $500? Nah. And I don't get the Snap-on hate. I see the use for like ratchets, stuff like that, but they're power tools. I'm not very impressed with. But maybe in the future we'll get there. I also needed tools instead of just one. So that's what I would say. Start out with what you can afford, man. Don't get locked on those trucks. Then down below, M18 grease gun, the Quinn. Oh boy, I think this just came out, so I'll show you guys. The Quinn Master bit socket set. All your longs, your shallows, tamper torques, safety torques, metric standard, e-torques. I've never used those. What do you use those for? Somebody tell me. Maybe I'm just that much of a noob. Yeah, great set. On sale. I think it was like $80. I mean, you can't beat it. That, some wire, some heat shrink. I have an inspection camera over there. And then I like to be the shop's favorite guy with the party box. It's the smallest one, so it's not that obnoxious, but yeah. Like I said, I've only been doing this for a couple years, so I don't have all the fancy pro specialty tools, but I'm getting there. It's kind of a mix between agriculture and automotive stuff, so yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think.